knows how you come across somebody once in a while you shouldn't have messed with. That's me.
I am not an African American.
You're Oreo cookie, white in the inside and black on the outside.
I don't have an afro, I have an Amerifro.
Talking that idiotic stuff you talk about, I will slap you.
Go ahead, make my day.
Black at the ace of spades, but 100% American.
Heard around the world by everybody and their mama. The Jesse Lee Peterson Radio Show.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Thank you so much for being with me. I told you about a woman who called herself a prophet or something like that, a preacher woman, Juanita Bynum. And she's been in the news with her divorce and all kind of stuff going on with this woman. And I told you, we profiled this lady, and I told you that she was a nutcase and not from God, but her father, the devil. And there are a lot of women who listen to this woman, and they're obeying or following what she's talking about. And it's bad for the family, but she's very popular on the Christian stations, or TV station at least around the country. I believe she's out of Atlanta, Georgia, and she holds conferences for women and stuff like that. And it's amazing because she's so emotional, and due to the anger that she has, that people think that emotion is coming from God. And I'm like, no, it's not from God. But a whole lot of people think that this woman has been called by God. It's just mind-blowing that Christians can't see the false prophets. And it's so unfortunate. And it's not new. There's nothing new under the sun. But God says, beware the false prophet. Many of them will come. Juanita Bynum, and we're going to play some of her past sound bites at these different conferences so you can remember, or if you don't know who she is, you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, Juanita Bynum, who is a preacher woman, was on a morning radio show and says she has experimented with women. Here's the soundbite from that.
It is time for your inspirational vitamin. And Dr. Juanita Bynum was just with us, and she spoke on the power of purpose. Listen to what she had to say. If you're going through that struggle today.
Yes.
You've seen it in so many people.
I'm in it.
You've experienced it yourself.
Absolutely.
How does somebody come back from trauma that people are facing these days?
Well, I think you and Wanda both know that I've been there and had those same feelings like, this is it. But I think that the minute I allowed somebody to help me to take full responsibility for my life and not doing the blame game to say, oh, this is their fault is the reason why I'm where I am. Exactly. I took full responsibility in every area because every choice that I made, nobody put a gun to my head. These were my choices. That's right. And I made those choices due to a lack of wisdom. Mm-hmm. I'm not embarrassed about my conversions, and that's why I'm not insecure about being around people who have issues and struggles because I've been there and I've done it all. I've did the drugs. I've been with men. I've been with women. And all of it comes out. And
are you serious?
Every bit of it. That's my line. That it's not a line. It's my life. That abuse that I suffered was because I attracted after my own kind. That abuse was already sitting in me. I had already abused myself mentally and emotionally for years, trying to fill a void that only the power of purpose can fill. And when purpose has a place to fill that hole, and you keep reaching for everything you can you can have sex with 50,000 people, you can do drugs till the cows come home, but the void that you're trying to fill is a void that's been put there by the Creator, and it's called purpose and destiny. And until you accept that, you're going to walk around with the living dead.
This woman, in my opinion, hates men. She is an angry, emotional woman. And when she's preaching, she is motivated by her anger, which brings out all this emotions, and it's deceiving the people. They think that she's from God because she really knows how to hoop and holler and carry on. And it's just too bad. I wish in my heart that people can wake up and overcome their anger so that they are not motivated by what they feel or think, but what is right. And the only way you're going to be able to do that, folks, is you got to drop the anger. You got to forgive so that God forgive you, and you can see what to do and what not to do. And it's not based on what you think or feel at all. That's the wrong God to follow. That's the God from below. You got to forgive. A lot of people are angry, and very emotional and cannot see what's going on. I want to just give you, just play the first two you had there. I just want to give you a taste of the type of psycho this woman is. Let's have the first one there.
Y'all need to really say amen, because I just feel real violent today, and I just feel like hitting somebody with a mic.
Because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of not having money. I'm sick and tired of not having my clothes met. I'm tired.
Driving down the street one day and we was just having some heated fellowship. We call it fighting, we call it heated fellowship. And he was trying to explain something to me and da-da-da-da-da. And he grabbed my arm. I was like, nigga, I know you didn't just grab. And my husband's looking at me like, what is wrong with you? I was about to punch him. He said, okay, what happened? Wait, hold. Because see, my first husband used to hit me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't stand nobody to grab me. When a man grabbed me, I have a flashback.
When I saw him coming, the ghetto in me picked up a brick. I said, come on. Come on down here. So I had the brick behind me like this. And I got in my ghetto posture. So the closer he got, he started looking, and he saw the brick. By the time he got about from where there to that pole is, he said, Juanita, I said, Wesley, I will knock your head. When he saw the brick, he said, put that brick down, girl. I'm going to call your daddy. I'm going to call your daddy right now. You better put that brick down. You better not hit me with no brick. And he started backing up in the cell phone talking about, put the brick down, Juanita. Juanita, put the brick down. Why you gonna hit me with a brick? Put the brick down.
Oh, God. How would you like to be married to that one, huh? No wonder her last husband, I think her second or third husband, that man, she almost drove him nuts. But this is the type of woman who claimed that God has called her, and a whole lot of women are listening to that. But now she admits that she has experimented with men and women. So now, I mean, that answers the question. And white folks, see, you don't know, and you're starting to know, that this is the type of preaching, this is an example of the type of preaching that most black people have been receiving for the last 50 years or so. This is what's been going on behind closed doors in the black churches around the country. And that's why, another reason, not all, most black people are screwed up. It really is. Their hearts and minds are messed up, turned away from God because they're listening to false preachers. And so you didn't know that until the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show came out to reveal what's really going on. Because a lot of white people ask me all the time, what's wrong with black folks? How can I help them? What can I say? What can I do? I'm like, tell them the truth. Because they have not been getting the truth in their homes, their churches, their communities, their schools. They lie to one another because they've been brainwashed even by the black preachers. All that hooping and hollering and carrying on, that is straight out of hell. It has nothing to do with love. It has everything to do with hate. 888-775-3773, 888-77-JESSE. Back in a moment.